Racing as Your Dreams hops out well there with Fastback King. Shake 'em Up's missed the start. 3 lengths last. Going forward, Big Fat Gypsy's actually going to sweep around to the lead. Hey You's going forward as well. Homebush Dawn trying to swing into it. Shake 'em Up's got around the trouble and looped into it. And Dogs out the back here. Vicky's Quest. Homebush Shearer in trouble as they come around the corner. Up they come. It's still Big Fat Gypsy holding in scores narrowly from Hey You and Shake 'em Up. Back and behind them, then we had Azure Dreams and Homebush Dawn. And then those that got badly affected in the melee, there was Vicky's Quest, Fastback King, and Homebush Sarah. Unfortunately, came off the worst in that. Well, look at Shake 'em Up. He's coming out 3 lengths last. He's run a placing. He's got around the trouble here at that first bend. Looks like the 9 Fastback King has gone and missed there and come back on those other 2. Vicky's Quest, Homebush Sarah just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Racing, Big Time Dasher was slow. Wine Time came out fast and Stellar Force tries to cross and Armed Forces tries to push through on the inside. Out wide of there, Allegro Master trying to get around them. It's been shuffled back now quickly, so is Wine Time as Stellar Force goes clear. Giving chases Armed Forces now. Corborn Tomcats come around the outside and Hanafi Ace is stomping down the outside. They won't catch Stellar Force tonight. Wins it well here from Armed Forces. Another Jules poke through on the inside to grab third. Hanafi Ace out wider. That'd be followed back then by Allegro Master, who was there early. And that'd be followed by Corborn Tomcat, and back with them there would have been Wine Time, got dragged back into the pack with Big Time Dasher. She's held on tonight, Stellar Force, in a 17.90, so not running quick because she's led throughout here, 10.87. And racing, Madam Ice humps out well. Botany Richie's out nicely enough too with Corborn Tip going forward, and that's King around the outside. Botany Richie could take up the lead here, and you'd think it'd be Curtains. Wall Age badly checked at the first bend. Botany Richie you'd think's off for the prize by 3 lengths here on That's King running second, then Corborn Tip. Through on the inside there, O'Power Cassidy. And they'll be followed then trying to get past them, O'Power Messini, Madam Ice well back in Wall Age. Botany Richie on the button here as they come to the corner. It's out by about 10 lengths right down the margin. Have a guess now. Running to second is O'Power Cassidy just from That's King. Then we had O'Power Messini, Madam Ice, Corborn Tip and Wall Age. Now, Botany Richie thought it was party time at the first bend. He's just been too classy and he's clocked 30.14. On a night where that could well turn out to be a pretty good time. 11.36 for the run home. It's his first win over the trip here, so clearly his best. 1, 7, 2 and 5. And racing, Shadow Apache bounced well, and so did Parisian Magic, and Corborn Brick gets handy too, and Sweet Ruby Jane trying to push through on the inside. They'll be followed around that first bend there by Pretty Chic, and also Boston Heart. Izzy Bales got back. Also drifting here would have been Shadow Baxter, and Sweet Ruby Jane out the back. Down the back straight they go. Parisian Magic the outside, Shadow Baxter the inside. Corborn Brick starting to drive through the inside. Further back in the race then to Boston Heart and Izzy Bale. They're both handy enough too, and right around the outside here to Pretty Chic. On the corner here, it's Shadow Apache kicking hard. Corborn Brick the inside and charging the centre. Boston Heart to the line. Shadow Apache scores. Tremendous training effort. Boston Heart makes the final. Corborn Brick was third. Then Izzy Bale. And they'd be followed across then by Pretty Chic. Behind those runners then to Shadow Baxter. Parisian Magic dropped out of the race. And Sweet Ruby Jane never looked happy. Hats off to the camp, Jean and Dave Fahey. In a 30 and 62. Run home in 11.79. Has done the job, and Boston Heart, the stayers, got into second. racing. Air Raid stepped okay the inside. Magic Emily shows speed again out wide and trying to go with it was Varga Frost into that first bend. Power Shaden pushing through on the inside and also getting a drag through Jibber Jabber Jewel around that bend. Air Raid also sneaking up along the inside. Varga Frost being pushed back to fifth now. Then check the mail and the last pair here are Miss Selfies and Arcane Rampage. Across the top they come. Magic Emily in front and hard to catch. A couple of links in advance of Air Raid. Power Shaden the inside. They'll be followed around there by Jibber Jabber Jewel and Varga Frost. Magic Emily sees it through, wins from Air Raid. Power Shaden held third. Fourth to go by Jibber Jabber Jewel. Check the mail closer in with Varga Frost, then Miss Selfies and Arcane Rampage. Well, Magic Emily doing the job out in box 8. There was a stack of money on her last week in the distance. And it looked good for about 300 metres. Looked good all the way tonight over the 520 metres. She's run a very good race from the front here, coming right across them. It's not easy to do. 30 and 65, the winning time. Racing, Corborn Crouch, just a moderate break and through on the inside. Corborn Maddie bounds well out wider on the track. We've got Dinah Vickers trying to get up and around the outside of Corborn Crouch, who punches through, and the two favourites are hot on the tail of Corborn Maddie. They get away on He's a Jessie, who settles third. Then Aeroplane Ritzy, Gold Class, and back last of all, second to last was Peacock Princess and TK Yappa last. Corborn Maddie in front, but Dinah Vickers hunts it down, moves up the outside about 3 lengths away, then to Corborn Crouch, starting to wind up further back on the race, then to Aeroplane Ritzy and Gold Class. Dinah Vickers bolts clear. Who's going to land second? Corborn Maddie's through. Corborn Crouch is third. They'll be followed across by Aeroplane Ritzy and Gold Class, Peacock Princess, He's a Jessie, and TK Yapper at the rear. Canterbury Visitors doing it from the 8 tonight. Dinah Vickers. What's he clocked? 30.02. 30.02. With a run home of 11.48. The first heat was 30.62. And he was hunting down Corborn Maddie. This has been the same Quinella as the New Zealand Derby. Corborn Crouch, he's missed through. He'll be the fastest third so far, so he's a good chance of making the ballot. Racing, Big Boy Dino beaten out squarely there by Narahoy, goes straight to the lead. Waterbug out wide's going well, and Winfield Winters hunting up as well, up and around the outside goes. With big strides here, Allegro Class, but is trapped wide. They'll be followed then by Winning Is Easy, starting to work into the race further back in the field here to Super Zip Zip. Down they come, and Narahoy kicks clear and scores nicely from Big Boy Dino Semantics to third. They'll be followed across then by Winfield Winter. Winning Is Easy, Allegro Class couldn't get around them. Further back to Super Zip Zip and Waterbug. Narahoy double figure odds here for Graham and Jen Clark. Big Boy Dino Semantics make up a pretty good trifecta first four coming up here. With a winning time at 17.72. Run home has been 10.71 with a lead up of 7.01 here. Racing, Kissing Gwyneth bounces pretty well the inside, but Smash Allegro crosses early, and Spud Missile nice and handy too with Where's the Gold. Wide out on the track to Trust Issues and a Power Rosie. They never got across, and Where's the Gold got checked as well. Just ahead of them then would have been Corborn Steve. Down the back straight they go, and it's Smash Allegro in front by a couple of lengths on Spud Missile. 4 away to Kissing Gwyneth, then Spanish Fancy. Corborn Steve back behind that, further back to Trust Issues. Where's the Gold? No Power Rosie on the corner. Spud Missile up and around the outside here of Smash Allegro, and Kissing Gwyneth charging home. Kissing Gwyneth through the middle, missed. Spud Missile holds from Kissing Gwyneth, and Smash Allegro close up third. They'll be followed by Spanish Fancy. Behind those runners then to Trust Issues. Then Corborn Steve. Where's the Gold? Of Power Rosie. Spud's won it. Out wide. One's on the board. Two's got up for second, qualifies for the final. Kissing Gwyneth. Gee, she had to work for that. Smash Allegro is third. Spanish Fancy is fourth. It's 1, 2, 4, 5, 30, 51. 11.98 has been the run home. Racing YOY springs very nicely here, coming out nicely too. There would have been Super Rooster. Scott No Mates has missed it tonight. Just getting ahead of that, there would have been Senorita Tina, and Alpaca's got into fourth. Race is sort of split up a wee bit here. Clamped as well back in the piece with Corborn Midget, Spring Major and Scott No Mates around the corner. YOY charging at it here. Senorita Tina from YOY. Third to go by there would have been Alpaca. Would have been followed across there by Super Rooster and Spring Major and Clamped. Corborn Midget and Scott No Mates missed the kick tonight, paid the price. Tina, Senorita Tina. Dog number 2 for Marcy Flip. Gets up in the last bound or two from YOY. 2, 1, 7 and 5 in a 17.55 with a run home of 10.63. Racing, Winsome Jenny astride slow. Out wide on the track, Stylish Fancy does show the speed to go to the lead from Fabio. Up and around the outside, Greater Jack trying to get nice and handy through along the inside here. Winsome Jenny starts to make a move third, now moving to second. Further back to Jessie Serves. Well back in the race then to Homebush Ginger. Corborn Bright can't do it from there, and Arcane Sabre back with it. Across the top they come, and driving hard through along the inside is Fabio and gets to the lead. Trying to come after it through along the inside as they swing the corner here would have been Greater Jack. Fabio from Greater Jack storming home Corborn Bright. Fabio, Greater Jack, Corborn Bright. Then Winsome Jenny, followed across by Arcane Sabre with Jessie Surfs. Dropping out of it badly, Stylish Fancy and Homebush Ginger. Fabio for David Scott. David Scott, who sponsored a race earlier in the night named after his late mother. I heard some shouting on the corner. I'm sure it'll be him. And he's bolted in here. Racing Archie Bale, the inside, a fair breakout wide on the track here. Barry's Way is going fast and right across them. Cassim trying to lead, and Trident boots through along the inside and leads. Trident to the lead here from Cassim out wide and just driving underneath that. Lagoon Coochie gets handy enough. Archie Bale's next the inside. Further back in the race here then to Thrilling Dylan starting to run on. Further back to Girl Pride. Nicky Noir's a long way from them, and so too here is Barry's Way. Up to the corner they come. Trident in front by a couple. Lagoon Coochie trying to close it down. Further back then to Archie Bale doing battle with Thrilling Dylan. Trident will see it through from Lagoon Coochie. They'd be followed across there by Thrilling Dylan, getting to third from there. Cassim and Archie Bale. Girl Pride, Nicky Noir, and a good gap back there to Barry's Way. 2 in a row, David Scott, Nathan Udy. Not even I could stop it. Trident, number 4 in the book, holds. Lagoon Coochie tried hard, had a shot at it. Thrilling Dylan into third, ahead of Cassim in a 30.47. Run home 11.67. Racing, pop some tags moderately away. A power sister out well, but through all on the inside here we've got Ginger Cold and also Applause, and pop some tags right around the outside and goes to the lead. Tongarero's midfield but goes to the outside, trying to get a run through along the inside here would have been El Jetta. Homebush Olives trying to follow that through as well as they swing the corner. Further back, plenty of time. Power sister, pop some tags, bolts in second, maybe Tongarero from Homebush Olive. And right between them, Ginger Cole. That's a good go. That'd be followed back then by Plenty of Time and Al Jetta back when they crossed. Applause, who dropped out of it. And Opawa's sister ended up back at the tail of the field. No doubt the winner. Really good go, second, third and fourth. 17.53 was the winning time for Pop Some Tags tonight. I think that ended up being the fastest sprint of the night, just 10.55 the run home. Now, what's on the board? The 8, without any shadow of a doubt. Then the 2. 2 has got up on the outside, then the 6. And the 1.